Farming has positives and negatives to it. Everyone seems to know the good part about farming, but they never notice the effect on the environment due to farming. I feel like this topic is important so that everyone can know the good side and bad side of farming. The three main points that I will be discussing is land conversion, wasteful water consumption, and soil erosion. The first topic is land conversion. Did you know that around 50% of the world's habitable land has already been converted to farming land? Overall, farmland covers 38% of the world's land area. Extending farmland threatens the entire ecosystems and many, many species. An example of this is the large areas of the Amazon rainforest that was converted to soybean and cattle farms. Freshwaters and marines are also being affected by this. They are converting these places into different farms, such as shrimp farms. They are looking at losing 12 million acres of land due to desertification. The area is still growing, though. The prediction is that 120 million more acres of our natural habitats will be converted to farmland to be able to meet the need for food by 2050. Asia is the leading area to have been converted, damaging many rainforests and grasslands. The second topic is wasteful water consumption. Rivers, lakes, and underground water sources. Excessive water use for agriculture is leaving rivers, lakes, and underground water sources dry in many irrigated areas. The agriculture sector consumes around 70% of the accessible fresh water, 23% the industry uses, and dwarfing municipal uses 7%. The main causes of wasteful water uses are leaking irrigation systems, wasteful field application methods, and cultivation of thirsty crops that is not suited to the environment. The problem is worse when there is misdirected subsidies, low public awarenesses of the crisis, and weak environmental legislation. Unsustainable water use harms the environment by changing the water table. Excessive irrigation can also increase soil and wash pollutants and sediments into the rivers. This causes damage to freshwater ecosystems and species, as well as those further downstream. There are three different types of water: green water, blue water, and gray water. The green water is water that is stored in the root of the soil and evaporated by plants. The blue water is water that has been sourced from surface resources and then is evaporated into a product. Irrigated agriculture typically is the blue water. Gray water is the amount of fresh water required to assemble pollutants to meet specific wind quality standards. This is typically resourced directly through the pipe. The third topic is soil erosion. How does soil erosion occur? Erosion commonly occurs following conversion of natural vegetation to agricultural land. This carries away fertile soil as well as fertilized pesticides and other agrochemicals. When natural vegetation is cleared and farmland is plowed, the exposed topsoil is either blown away by wind or washed away by the rain. Erosion due to soil production leads to reduced soil fertility and degraded land. Some of the major crops that cause this is coffee, cotton, corn, palm oil, rice, tea, tobacco, and wheat. Soil carried off in rain or irrigation water can lead to sediment of rivers, lakes, and coastal areas. The problem caused in this is no is that there is no vegetation on the banks of the rivers or water coasts to hold the soil. Sedimentation causes serious damage to fresh water in local communities that depends on the habitats. Land degradation stretches to about 30% of the total global area. The situation may be much more scary. Over the last 5 decades, we have made it possible to produce more crops on the same amount of land. Since the land is often degraded and almost useless, producers keep on moving to more productive land. After talking about the 3 different types of environmental effectiveness, it shows that farming has its pros but also has its cons to it. The soil erosion, land conversion, and wasteful water consumption play a major role in the way that our farming affects the environment.